Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. Time to look at another knife. The knife I'm going to be looking at today is the Gerber Mini Swagger. Some of you are familiar with this knife. It is a nice little knife. It has a blade length of 2.8 inches, open at 6.3 inches, and closed 3.5 inches. It's got a weight of 2.9 ounces. And the steel on this is a 7CR 17 MOV. And it has a G10 handles on it. The blade is a drop point with fine edge on it, or plain edge. It does have a frame lock on it, if you're familiar with the frame locks. And it is assisted opening, which makes it, drop a knife, makes it ambidextrous. It does have the dual thumb screws on it so that you can use this ambidextrously, and the pocket clip unfortunately only goes on the one side. So you can't change out the pocket clip, but you still can use this ambidextrously. Unfortunately, as you can see, this knife, Gerber, I hate to say it, but you keep frustrating me. I really like Gerber knives, but for whatever reason, I always end up with ones that are hard to open. So I've seen now on a few other reviews where guys have had trouble opening these, and they say they've lubricated them and worked them for a couple hours, and they tend to work a lot better. Well, I've lubricated this. I've sat for many an hour flicking this thing open and close, open and close, open and close, and it still does not want to open. It is so stiff. So I get it that far, and then I just pop it open that way, which is not a recommended way of using a knife, because you're hanging on to the blade and it can easily pop out of your hand. So, Gerber, please work on your pivot system for my sake. I will continue to try Gerber knives until I find that one Gerber knife that works perfect for me. And maybe that'll be the last Gerber I buy, but whatever. I do like the Gerber knives, and it's not a big diss on Gerber, just a criticism. I don't know why I always end up with ones that have really stiff pivots and hard time opening them. But what I do like about this, well, let's finish looking at what is all involved in the knife. So you do have the lanyard hole, the pocket clip. It is a nice pocket clip. It's fairly stiff. I'm going to close that so I don't end up cutting myself. It is a fairly stiff pocket clip, but it works well. And you do have the lanyard hole at the back, and you've got some jimping on the top of the blade and some castellation on the scales, which I guess they do help a little bit with the grip. But the G10 scales, they've got really nice texturing on them, so you can get a really good grip on this knife. It's a nice grip. Unfortunately, this is a smaller knife, so anybody with big hands would find this probably a 3-finger knife instead of a 4-finger knife, just because there isn't a lot of purchase. As you can see, I have maybe medium hands, and it pretty much is the extent. Well, it doesn't even come down. Part of my pinky is still off the end there. So not a big knife. but it is easy to hang on to with the really good texturing on the scales. And it is a tip down carry if you're concerned about that, but it does line up quite nicely. If you can see on there that it lines up pretty good down the middle. So yeah, it is a nice little knife. I like it. I like the swedge on the blade. I like the look of the blade. The look of the knife is really nice. The bigger Swagger might be the way to go definitely if you have bigger hands. But this would be a good knife if you're looking to throw into a backpack or ladies into a purse or that. It would be a good knife for that. And I have seen them, when they do open properly, they open well. It's just mine, for whatever reason, does not want to open well, and I'll keep working with it. I was going to take it apart, but one of the screws stripped when I tried to take it apart. So fortunately, that was the second screw I tried, and I quit after that. It does have the open spine on it with the barrel spacers in there, so it's easy to keep clean, and it's nice and light. So the things that I like about it, I do like the aesthetics. It's a nice looking knife. It's got the unusual markings there on the blade. I'm not sure what that would be for, but it does give you grip if you have to open it like I do. And yeah, so I do like the look of it. It is a comfortable grip. I'd like to try the bigger Swagger and see how that holds up, because this is actually very comfortable to hang on to. And the jimping is good. I like the jimping on it. So it's easy to get a hold of. The frame lock, I like that. It's super easy to work with and works well. So that's good. What I don't like about it, well, this one specifically, is it's hard to open. You shouldn't have to open your knife either this way or this way. But whatever, it is workable. And it's almost too small. So I don't know which demographic Gerber was thinking when they made this, because it is a small knife. It would be good for like a youth or first knife for kids or that, or like I say, in a purse or in a backpack. It would fit well in there if you just want something in there. But it would be a good everyday carry. It definitely doesn't take up a lot of room in the pocket, fits well in the pocket. The lines on it are good. You don't have a lot of things to catch on in the pocket. So yeah, you could use this as an everyday carry without too much trouble. And as far as sharpness, how are things with the sharpness? Oh, yeah, they come good and sharp when you get them. And got the rope. Got this. So you can see it goes through those things quite easily. How about a zap strap? Does it go through that quite easily? Oh yeah. So they do come good and sharp. So that's the Gerber Mini Swagger. A good little EDC, nice and tough. Gerber does make good tough knives, so they do take a lot of abuse. So that's a good little knife if you're looking for a small EDC. this would easily fit the bill, and hopefully yours opens a little easier than mine. So Gerber Mini Swagger. That's our look at the Gerber Mini Swagger. I hope you enjoy this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will be doing another knife in about 5 days. So until then, stay safe and stay sharp.